Well, good morning. It's Tuesday the 3rd, February 3rd of February 2026. It's 10:30. I'm going to work on this thing a little bit. I put the magnetic impulse generator here onto the wires going up to the black box, and I should get I should get spark here, and I don't, Okay, so there is no spark there. It is completely sparkless. So that tells me that the problem is not down here. Okay, because we just supplied really good impulses up to the black box, and this is not the problem. So I'm going to lift the tank off again, get up underneath the tank and check to see if the ignition is coming through the kill switch okay, in and out. Goes in on white, comes out on white yellow. And anything else I can see under the tank, any kind of loose wires, that might be the problem. So that's my plan for the day, or for the morning anyway. I've got it plugged into battery tender, left it overnight. Bad dad joke of the day, being February 3rd. Let's see, what is that? What do you call a horse with a job in a house? Stable. Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, so I'm going to pull the tank off this guy now and get up underneath and see what I can find. All right, let's start by taking off the seat and then taking off the tank. Now, I won't make you watch that. I'll be back in a minute, in a few minutes. Okay, so I've got the seat off, I've got the tank off, I've got access to all of the wires under the tank. Let's go over here and see if I can find power, ignition, going to the boiler box. So, should have 12 volts on the white wire going into the box. Here is the white wire right here, going into here, going into here, going up to right here. Okay, now that comes from the yellow and white, actually white yellow, that comes down from the kill switch, or the run stop switch in this case. Okay, so let's see, making sure we have electrical power. Let's turn on ignition. All right, there, ignition's on. Should have 12 volts here. And I do not. No 12 volts there. That's coming from the kill switch. So going up to the kill switch is probably in here. I'm not going to make you watch this. I'll be back. All right, so here's a hint. This is brown with blue. That's your main power going up, okay? And it's right in here. That's switched. That's unswitched. That's fused 12 volts. Okay, goes in there, comes out here. Just fine. Goes up here and does magic up to the switch, comes back down. And on this side we have ignition, and on this side, now we do. A minute ago we don't. Now we don't. See until I shake it? There it is. So I would say that this wire going through this connector has a problem. There you go, that's your ignition. I'll show you by holding that there and turning the key off. There. So that's ignition. And it goes in that side and comes out this side sometimes. So I'm just going to bypass it. I'm going to put a whole new wire from here to here and see if we don't have ignition. Okay. Stand by. I don't know if I recorded any of that or not. All right. I found ignition here, no ignition here going through this connector. So I'm going to put a jumper around here with Lucas bullets and see how it goes. All right, so I built a jumper around that. Let's turn on the ignition and give our little pulse generator a spin and see if we get spark. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hello. Can you see that? Can you see the spark? Let's get lower. Where are we? Where's the spark? There it is, down there. See it? We've got spark. All right, so let's put all this back together. I don't think we had a horn for some reason. Let's see, where would the horn be on this guy? Right here? Oh, we got a horn. Didn't have a horn yesterday. Shaking some wire somewhere fixed that. All right, I'm going to put all this back together and put the tank back on the bike. All right. Okay, I've got all the wires securely nylon tied, and I tied down tightly. Hopefully vibration won't get to any of them. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put the tank on and see how we go. All right, the bike is completely dressed out. It is a complete motorcycle. Tank is on, seat is on. Seat is now tightly on. Okay, all of my tools are put away. The bike is disconnected from the ICU. The charger is disconnected. Side covers on. Side covers on, tanks on. I believe deep in my heart that I had two problems this week simultaneously. They both had the same symptoms. One was the bug nest inside the internal gas passage on this Mikuni, which I didn't catch. I don't work on that many Mikunis, and I've never even thought about the fact that it has an internal gas passage. I mean, amyls come through a banjo bolt at the bottom, and that never gets clogged up. So I missed that one big time. So that let the bike run for a while before it became fuel starved and died. And then the other problem was under the tank, a really bad connection on the ignition wire, which would sometimes not let it start at all. So I had two problems, count them, two problems, and I think they're fixed. So this is going to be the first start, okay, with since I've done that. And I am 100% confident that the bike is probably going to start and run pretty good. Let's find out. I'll even try it with the choke this time. There you go. Choke. Key Oh, I don't have the fuse in. Haha! I was messing with the tank, so I didn't have the fuse. Okay. So I got to raise the seat to get at the fuse. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Well, starting all over again. We have a fully dressed out motorcycle. I am now going to attempt to start it with about a 100% chance that it might start. Ah, please. Gas on both sides, because that's what mechanics do. Choke on, because guess what? That's what we do. Ignition on. There it goes. Scooby-Dooby, dooby-doo. Here we go. Wow, how about them apples? Maybe it doesn't need the choke. Don't give me that crap. Like I said, 100% chance that it might start. How about them apples? Hey, guess what? Turn signals are working. Turn signals were working. Well, they were a few minutes ago. There it is. It's the switch. Let's see, can you see that? Okay. Front brake switch is not working. Horn's working. Okay, As my neighbor Richard across the street likes to say, stick a fork in it, call it done. So I'm going to invite Kevin down to do a test ride on this thing. If I can drag him down to please come do a test ride, I promise you it's going to make the whole trip. And pending his test ride, I'm going to declare the motorcycle complete. How about them apples? Can't beat that with a stick.